My name is Suzanne. I live in Edgware with my husband and 2 children. My son has cerebral palsy and lots of special needs as a result. My twins were born early, and although they were both very healthy from birth, Nathan did have weak lungs. So he had to have intervention via tracheostomy, so he was ventilated for a time, and he also needed a nasal gastric tube for feeding, as did my daughter for a little while, and they were in hospital. They were both in hospital, and my son stayed for an awful lot longer than my daughter. So and then we were home from hospital, and then about 6 months after that his tracheostomy blocked off, and sadly he stopped breathing. So, and as a result we have a severe brain injury, so which is the result, cerebral palsy and everything that goes with that, liquids and fluids and food, and so we got it all through the NG tube, which comes with its own challenges. You have to be careful, make sure it's in the right place, and you have to test it every time you use it, because when you move a child or when they run around or whatever, it can move from the stomach or wherever it's supposed to be. So I think you can get a J tube as well, which goes a bit further down, so that's a bit more complicated, I understand. But this, the NG tube, you just put it through the nose and it goes down through the back of the throat and into the stomach, and you just feed somebody that way. Previously he was coughing all the time when he was being fed, and when he was drinking he was finding it more difficult. It was taking longer to feed him. I just know it was the right thing to do for his safety, and it's not just for my comfort and making life easier for me, for his comfort and his safety. I know it was the right thing to do. You can be anywhere, you can take the feeding pump with you again anywhere, or if you don't even have the pump, if you just have a syringe, you can actually just hold the syringe up and gravity will just take the milk through as well. So you can actually feed anywhere at any time.
Obviously, and you have to be very careful with the tube. As we know the other day, as it came out, or Nathan grabs hold of it, he will pull it out. And he even tries to get his tongue to the back of his throat and pull it out. He's getting a little bit better with it, getting more tolerant of it.
He's much more comfortable. It's not such a stress for us or the carers. In orally feeding him, it was getting stressful for all of us really, because we had to make sure that he was eating, and then he was coughing, and it was just very uncomfortable for him. Whereas now we don't have that worry at all. He's getting all the nutrition he needs, and it's just done through the tube. It's so much easier for everyone all round really. He's on the waiting list at the moment to have a PEG operation, purely because it's just, the NG tube is not as pretty as a PEG could be, because that's hidden, but if he's not suitable for it for any reason, then we'll just carry on with the NG tube. It's nothing to be frightened of. Everything comes with experience, but you don't actually need a lot of experience. You don't need any medical experience to be able to do it. I certainly haven't got any. You just be confident, just knowing that if you can insert an NG tube, your child is going to be fully nourished with the milk and whatever else is going through the tube, and you'll be having all their meds safely, and it really isn't a problem. It's not a big deal. It looks scary to begin with, but it really isn't. It's nothing to be scared of.